How's it going, footballeros? Back again with another video, and this time it's going to be a Serie A match review. Oh boy, what a crazy weekend that has been yesterday, and also some cool matches that's going on from the three heavyweights of the Serie A facing each other in the baying for the title and for vital 3 points. AC Milan have extinguished Venezia from Theo Hernandez masterclass. Juventus just outclassed AS Roma from a wonderful comeback, and finally, of course, Inter Milan just ousted Lazio at home at the San Siro. So with that being said, let's do this! Come on! Let's start on with Inter Milan versus Lazio. Let's start on from the very beginning. Inter Milan are still trying to make their way back up in the first place position because AC Milan just beat Venezia, which I'll be getting to that one in a minute. Inter Milan are still trying to find their way back up once again, and thankfully they just did from a 2-1 victory against Chiro's Lazio and Maurizio Sarri's. Could Lazio at least gonna beat Inter for staying on top of the Serie A and have AC Milan remain as the leaders? Well, didn't turn out quite well for Lazio to help Milan stay in the leaders. It is still Inter Milan that has remained the leaders of the Serie A and could potentially run away with the title if they could necessarily remain unbeaten. And also Inter Milan has Super Coppa, which we'll get to that one sooner. But let's focus on to the game itself. Inter Milan were they were outstanding in this game, both on the first and the second half as well. But Lazio did retaliate as well to grab their equalizer. On the 30th minute, Alessandro Bastoni scored himself a goal where he takes a touch before whips a lovely low strike in the bottom corner of the net, giving 1-0 for Inter. And then Lazio came in to get the equalizer on the 35th with Ciro the Hero Immobile. Well, the Hero title is no longer his anymore, from the assist of Cataldi, where Immobile latches on with the ball to take his run and slots it in an unguarded net past Handanovic, given the equalizer for Lazio. And then as we progress to the second half, on the 67th, Milan's Skriniar just scored a wonderful header from across towards the 6-yard box from Bastoni himself. And Skriniar comes in with a very powerful header in of the underside of the net, and that was 2-1. They still remain the leaders in the table, and they got themselves a vital 3 points after that, and sweeping Milan in the rug. Simone Inzaghi's Inter are getting better. I know his affiliation with Lazio may have kind of tarnished all the Lazio fans entirely, but what matters the case would be is the Thursday game against Juventus, which is a Derby Italiano in the Supercoppa Italiana final, which would be amazing, which I will be looking forward to that one as well. But overall, what Simone Inzaghi did for Inter has something to behold. Also, there was an opening goal for Lautaro to take the 1-0. However, it was being offside, which is so close it would have gone for 3-1. But at the end, it was 2-1 the result, and hopefully can they use this advantage against Juventus in the Super Cup? Who knows, it could likely be Inter once again, or we're gonna go for the other side of Milan, which they did also pretty well. Next up, we're going to Venice as Venezia faces AC Milan, who are still trying to fight Inter in the leaders. And quite frankly, Milan were also the better team in that game. Despite Venezia couldn't at least find themselves scoring, they've been handing a lot of booking and a lot of hard tackles to Milan very much. And Pioli, I have many things I don't like about his tactics and his way of formation of his squad, but this one I can totally admire a little bit for the most of it. And the game, it really did went for Milan in their favor, and giving themselves a vital 3 points is a boost for Milan for the next few games or so. And Milan came up very early on the second minute from the god himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, from the assist of Rafael Leao. Leao, lately, he's been an assist maker in that game from the first half. That's all I can say about that one. Leao, he is phenomenal in assists. And speaking of assists, he did passes up to Zlatan, where Zlatan make his run in a hurry past the keeper and left with just a simple tap in from the yards out of the net, and it was 1-0. And then we progressed to the second half on the 48th minute with the man of the hour. Theo Hernandez came in with the assist yet again from Rafael Leao, where he held his ground before firing past the keeper at the near post, and it goes into the back of the net, giving 2-0 for Milan. And then on the 58th or the 57th, Venezia just committed yet another foul, which gave Milan a penalty. And who steps in? Hope to God, I hope it's not Zlatan this time, because the last time that Zlatan came into who take in for the penalty against Roma, he missed an opportunity to seal a 4-0 victory, which kind of cost a lot of that one. But no, it's not that. It's not Zlatan this time. It was Theo Hernandez who just scored on the 59th with a gracious penalty, and it was the result. 3-0 was the scoreline. I'm impressed what Milan are putting up a show against Venezia, and they were temporarily the leaders in that game before Inter just won against Lazio. And if Lazio could have at least beaten Inter with such foresight in their tactics, Milan would have remained as the leaders in that game. But no, Inter still came back fighting. They still remained the leaders. They swept Milan out, but still we're going to see yet another battle between two Milan sides. And Milan, we're going to focus on the next game on the weekend, so we're going to look forward to that one for the next few more games for the Rossoneri. And finally, the main event, Roma versus Juventus. Since I'm wearing Roma, and Juventus were trying their best to get themselves back up into their feet. Can Paulo Dybala at least score some goals? Well, turns out he just did. And Roma were phenomenal in that game, and I have to say the game between Roma and Juventus was something for me to expect some fireworks, absolute fireworks, which literally goals raining down for both Juventus and Roma. And Roma came in first on the 11th minute from Tammy Abraham from the assist of Vertut, where Vertut delivered a corner on the left side of the box and finds space in the 6 yards and direct his header away from Wojciech Szczesny in the bottom right corner, giving first blood for Roma. And then we get into the equalizing goal on the 80th minute, and long last, Paulo Dybala made his goal from the assist of Federico Chiesa, where Chiesa runs down the left flank and he finds Dybala. Dybala crossed a sublime effort from 20 yards away from Patricio in the bottom left corner, and we got our equalizer. However, Roma didn't get away with that one easily, and we progressed through to the second half. Yet on the 48th minute, Henrik Mkhitaryan from the assist of Lorenzo Pellegrini, and Mkhitaryan scores with a right foot effort where it hits the legs of De Chilio and travels away from Wojciech and into the net. It was a deflective strike and it goes into the back of the net, giving 2-1 for Roma. And then on the 53rd, on a free kick from Lorenzo Pellegrini, a carbon copy of Francesco Totti. That free kick that made Totti proud, and he curls his right foot strike over the wall and away from Wojciech and into the top left corner. It was 3-1. However, that long-awaited 3-1 goal wouldn't last long, because Juventus knows their way how to figure themselves back up again. And judging from the fact that Juventus doesn't give up that easily as well, on the 70th minute, Manuel Locatelli from the assist of Alvaro Morata, where Locatelli passed two Roma defenders, which is Ibanez and Chris Smalling, before placing his effort in the top left corner and giving a lifeline. Locatelli was the lifesaver for Juventus. He was a lifeline for Juventus, And then on the 72nd, Dejan Kulusevski scored himself a goal where Kulusevski finds the net with a deflected shot as he pounces onto the rebound and blasts it into the back of the net, giving 3-3, 3 apiece. And then the focal point of Juventus, Mattia De Sciglio, scored on the 77th where he burst through to the scenes of Roma defenders and he hammers with a half volley in the bottom left corner. My god, what a game, what a night for Juventus, and my god, what's gonna happen next for the next few games in the Serie A. Allegri, I know Allegri was not here in the dugout. Basically, he was out, and Juventus took charge with a interim manager or his vice manager. I think, I don't remember his name, but whatever the case may be, Juventus have put up a show in Olimpico in Rome, while Roma did fairly. They did show that they have some backbone to beat Juventus. However, it didn't last long, as Lorenzo Pellegrini was also going to take the penalty, but denied by Wojciech, and that was tragic. It would have gone for 4-4. That would have replicated everything in the Bundesliga a few years back with the Revier derby between Borussia Dortmund and Schalke. If it wasn't for that miss of Pellegrini, we would have seen the 4-4 result, and that game would have become even more entertaining than what I have expected from this one. But overall, a victory from Juventus is something for them, that they're still fighting for the Serie A, despite they're still trying to find themselves back up again, even though Inter and AC are fighting for the title. And it's no longer going to be Juventus going to fight themselves for this season. Maybe in the next few season or so, Juventus will come back eventually, reclaiming what's theirs. And also the next game is going to be the Supercoppa Italiana, and it's a Derby d'Italiano between Inter and Juventus. Could this victory for Juventus use that one as a focal advantage to beat Inter? The measurement doesn't lie for both sides. I know for a fact that I do believe Juventus will gonna come back fighting, and they were gonna come out victorious in the Supercoppa. So I'm a little bit concerning for Inter, because I know for a fact they were going to miss out a lot of key players, but who knows? I think Inter can do whatever they can to beat out Juventus, because we've seen what they did last season, where they humiliated Juventus at the San Siro. So I'm expecting wild fireworks in the derby in the Supercoppa. So look forward to that one. So there I have it. That is my Serie A match review. My god, the Roma and Juventus game is so special. If there's any games that you think that is beyond special than Roma and Juventus, please let me know, and also give a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to you soon for all the videos I'll be uploading very soon. Up until then, bye!